The rise of the Godfather. In the heart of the city, where shadows dance with neon lights, Don Vincenzo Moretti reigns supreme. A man of power, charm, and ruthless ambition, he commands the loyalty of his empire with an iron fist. But beneath the surface of his lavish parties and golden smiles lies a world of danger and betrayal. Detective Marcus Kane, a cop with a haunted past, is determined to bring him down. As the two forces collide, the stage is set for a battle that will shake the city to its core. From the opulent halls of Don Vincenzo's mansion to the gritty streets where Luca Russo, his right-hand man, executes daring heists, the lines between loyalty and justice blur. And in the middle of it all is Sophia Moretti, Don Vincenzo's daughter, torn between her father's legacy and the truth she can no longer ignore. The game is on, and the stakes have never been higher. The betrayal. As tensions rise, the city becomes a battlefield. Detective Marcus Kane uncovers a web of corruption within his own department, suspecting even his superior, Captain Holt. Meanwhile, Officer Elena Ramirez, an undercover cop, infiltrates Don Vincenzo's inner circle, earning his trust while hiding her true mission. But when Sophia discovers Elena's secret, the fragile balance begins to crumble. Luca Russo, the shadowy enforcer, executes a daring raid on a police station, retrieving evidence that could destroy them all. And Tony Greco, the explosive wildcard, ignites chaos with his reckless violence. Betrayal lurks around every corner, and no one is safe. As alliances shift and secrets unravel, the fight for control becomes a fight for survival. The fall. The city burns as the war between the Mafia and the cops reaches its boiling point. Don Vincenzo, once untouchable, finds himself cornered as Detective Kane closes in. Sophia, desperate to save her father, makes a fateful decision that changes everything. Luca Russo, torn between loyalty and redemption, turns against Don Vincenzo, siding with the cops to bring down Tony Greco's reign of terror. Explosions light up the night as Tony goes on a rampage, leaving destruction in his wake. In a heart-pounding chase through the city's streets, Luca and Kane face off in a battle of wits and speed. And as the truth about Captain Holt's corruption is revealed, the lines between good and evil blur. The fall of the Empire is inevitable, but the cost of victory will be steep. The Last Stand. In the final act, the city holds its breath as Don Vincenzo makes his last stand. Surrounded by his loyal men in the crumbling remains of his mansion, he faces Detective Kane in a showdown that will decide their fates. Sophia, wounded but determined, fights to protect her father, while Elena Ramirez confronts the demons of her undercover mission. Luca Russo and Tony Greco clash in an explosive battle, their rivalry ending in a blaze of fire and fury. And as the sun rises over the city, the dust settles on a new era. Don Vincenzo's empire is no more, but his legacy lives on in Sophia, who vows to rebuild from the ashes. Detective Kane and Elena Ramirez, scarred but victorious, stand together, knowing the fight for justice never truly ends. In the end, it's not just about power or revenge, it's about the choices that define us.